to Spiritual Dessert Trews episode 68 for Russell Brand and other people. I'm here with my nephew who was here, so there might be some spats of him being here. He's technically not allowed to be in the video, but I always bend the rules. I'm a revolutionist. Welcome to Spiritual Dessert Trews episode 68 for Russell Brand and other people. There's more. My nephew's floating around here somewhere. He has me wearing this very funny hat that he found. And I'm reading from Revolution. Looks like I am splicing several pieces together because that's like life. In the meantime, the women sway and jump and shriek, while this is all almost entirely foreign. There's something familiar, like a place in your mouth where food always gets caught. Something I recognize. It is orgiastic. This Christianity with a voodoo twist is on the brink of Dionysian breakdown. Through this ritual, I see the root of ritual. The exorcising of the primal, the men engorged, enraged, the women serpentine and lithe, only the child excluded. Like my nephew, who's PO'd right now. I get on my knees, which a few other people are doing, and out of respect, but also because I'm beginning to sense that it's only a matter of time before I'm ushered to the front. I've not been taught how to be religious. Religious studies at school doesn't even begin to cover it. There, the world's greatest faiths and the universe's swirling mysteries are recited like bus timetables. No teacher of RE ever said to me, beyond the limited realm of the senses, the shallow pool of the unknown is a great, untamable ocean, and we don't have a effing clue. Nephew. What goes on in there? What we receive through sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch is all we know. We have tools that can enhance that information. We have theories for things that we suspect lie beyond that information, filtered through an apparatus limited once more to those senses. Those senses are limited. The light range we detect is within a narrow spectrum, within infrared light and ultraviolet light. Other species see light that we can't see. In the auditory realm, we hear but a fraction of the sound vibrations. We don't hear high-pitched frequencies like dog whistles, and we don't hear low frequencies like whale song. The world is awash with colors, unseen and abuzz with unheard frequencies, undetected and disregarded. The wise have always known that these inaccessible realms, these dimensions that cannot be breached by our beautifully blunt senses, hold the very codes to our essence, or our existence, the invisible electromagnetic foundations upon which our gross reality clumsily rests. That was, all right, there we go. How's that for speed? Just can't go as fast as Russell. I like when he reads it more. Actually, this is a piece of the Messiah Complex, and I really, really loved that show. I saw it maybe 5 times. I saw it when it was first in its beginning stages, in infancy. It was like just a mere fetus. And it was this little theater in a strange area that I had to take like some purple line, to get to it. And yeah, I remember asking lots of drunk homeless people if they knew where it was. I just looked at me like, lady, what are you doing here? I was sending my blessings to everyone as I ran, and I somehow managed to get there, huffing and puffing in just the right time. I had just gotten off a plane, and I had this, adventure of I'm going to get to see it. It was the very first one. Yeah, I remember he was kind of trying it out for size, and that was 2013. And I don't know, somehow, if you blink your eyes, like a year or 2 years just gets swallowed up. I must really be enjoying life because it sure is going by fast. Alright, so that's about it. I have more stories. I'm not sure if I'm going to include them all. I might include the Batman story. Actually, my nephew always wants to hear the Batman story. And the Batman story is that my brother and I, when we were little, we made up this game that my mom would run after us and pretend she's Batman, and have the Batman theme, like da na 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 Batman, and she'd run around. We'd shut the lights. We knew the house inside out, and so we would be running and screaming, and we just loved that. Running and screaming is the favorite thing to do when you're a kid. You know, and the added element that you could get caught and tickled is like delightful. You didn't even mind if you got caught, you know? So, yeah, and then there's my dad. He was the real villain because he'd come home from work, dead tired, and he'd go like, "What the heck is going on in here?" Because all the lights were off and the kids were screaming, and we were having a blast. In the meantime, he'd say like, "The neighbors are thinking you're killing the kids," because our little high-pitched shrill screams while we're running. We loved it. It was the best. Yes, we could have just played that game for hours. We didn't even want to stop. So, maybe we should have a place where like people get to run and scream, like and laugh, like and really scream. I don't know. We'll call it Batman, or maybe just play with their kids. Um, I don't know if I'd make a good parent because all I do is play. I don't know, is that good? Well, we had a childhood like that. It's good. It turned out all right. I still play. It's good. It's a good thing. I have a playful mom. Actually, I should show you clips. We have some hilarious clips. We used to like play with the kitchen dishwashing gloves, and they make like funny sounds, like, and they don't really hurt, but we just we will whack at each other and say, "Get him when they're down! Get him when they're down!" We were like three kids. In fact, my mom recently was talking about our childhood, and she says, "Yeah, when we were kids," meaning her too, because she was. Oh man! All right, so that's your bedtime story. Revolution. Read every page. At least, get yourself in order, because I found that the best way to get around stuff is just to do it, and then if someone says no, sure. Best not to ask permission from anyone. Anyway, love you. Pleasant dreams. Glad I'm more lively tonight. All right, there. I'm not telling you what page that was, so this way you have to read it all. Love you.